Wow, so many images come to mind when I hear your question, and it's kind of sad because you want to help a kid, no matter what his interests are, to just flourish and just to enjoy whatever it is that he's kind of naturally leaning into.
Well, and I think as parents, we all relate to this at some level. We have to really set aside our own agenda and our own sense of, someone being an extension of us and our ego, and allow our children to become, who God hardwired them to be. And that takes some discipline sometimes. Even for me, my son's in 2nd grade, and he doesn't always choose to wear to school clothing that I would choose, and I have to set aside my ego and go, you know what? It's fine, it's appropriate, you're expressing yourself, go for it.
I'm thinking of our friend Jeff, who was a professional quarterback in the NFL, and he had kind of visions of playing football catch out in his front yard with his son. And his son just wasn't into it. He didn't want to do that.
His son wanted to pick up gardening tools.
He wanted to be the gardener.
He said, come out and just garden with me.
Right, and do the weed whacker.
He's like, here I am, the pro football quarterback, and my own son doesn't want to throw balls with me. And other kids would, die for this chance.
Right.
But that's how it is. We have to love who our children are on their own merit. It's not that we can't introduce them to interest and expand and broaden their interests. Look, a lot of parents force their kids to take piano lessons or musical instruments when they would never choose to. So it's okay to get a taste of it and see what kind of rises up and emerges.
Okay, so what should she do with her husband to kind of help the situation? I think one thing is you've got to help that husband understand how it's making this kid feel. This is going to impact him for the rest of his days. I mean, the power of a father's words and actions.
To give a blessing.
Absolutely. And so I think that's key, is to help your husband understand that. Do you agree?
I agree. And you know what? One of the things the husband can do, and I know you experience this in your own family, is to take an interest. Choose one, the one that might be least offensive to him.
Right.
And invest in understanding it. Maybe go with him and help him meet with someone who's an expert in that field. And, the finest person, the person who's a professional. And I know your dad set up a meeting for you.
I wanted to be an architect when I was a little kid. This
wasn't
would be
his area of interest at all.
Grade. Yeah, but he reinforced that, bought me some architect tools and stuff, and drafting tools. And but it's that idea of getting the blessing. Hey, Dad's with me. He's kind of understanding. You got to help find one thing, like you're saying, just one thing that your son enjoys, that your husband can plug into, that his dad can really convey that blessing for.